Legal formation. We are going to discuss the legal forms of organization, including sole proprietor, partnerships, corporations, and limited liability companies. There are other forms of organization that we will not discuss. For example, professional corporations. These are specific industry corporations and organizations that can be formed by accountants, engineers, healthcare professional, lawyers. So these are often an extension of the other types of entities that we'll discuss, but we will not get into the details of those. We will also not discuss cooperative. On the slides, there are links if you're interested in these types of organizations where you can learn more. Before we get into the details of each, I want to show you this form, this chart, where we discuss the non-employer business. These are types of businesses that have no employees. And then the types of businesses that are small employers, and these are usually ones less than 500 employees. And large employers are businesses with over 500 employees. So each of these columns has some statistics, which I will discuss. For non-employer businesses, these are businesses where the company hires no employees. It's only owned by one or more people. Most non-employer businesses are sole proprietors. So this data shows that sole proprietors are about 86% of non-employer businesses. So a large majority of non-employer businesses are sole proprietors, where once businesses get employees, it jumps from 86% of non-employer businesses are sole proprietor, and it drops to 14.8% of small employer businesses are sole proprietor. So we see a big drop once businesses start hiring employees. So why do businesses, once they start hiring employees, why do they change the entity type from a sole proprietor to a S corporation or C corporation or other? Oftentimes it's the issue of liability, because once a business hires their first employee, they're not only responsible for everything that they do for their business, but they're also, the company is responsible for everything the employee does as well when acting under the scope of authority of that employee. So it's important to reduce the liability. So owners of businesses often incorporate as some type of legal entity in order to protect themselves when hiring employees. Let's first discuss sole proprietor up next.